Today marks the rollout of a massive aid program meant to help small businesses weather the economic pain from the coronavirus. But it was scaled up very quickly, and there are some questions as to whether the banks are ready and how this whole thing works. Kayla Tausche has been tracking all of this down. She joins us right now with more on that front. Kayla, good morning.
Good morning, Becky. For the 1,800 or so banks that are already Small Business Administration lenders, they will likely be able to flip the switch on this program today. For the other 3,400 banks in this country who have not previously participated in these programs, it's going to take a little time to get on board. SBA and Treasury last night released much needed guidance and an application for those banks to participate. And a lot of them want to take a few days to understand the program and understand exactly what it means and how they can most smoothly roll this out to their customers. This morning, JPMorgan Chase and Citibank's websites tell customers those loans will not be available today, but likely early next week. And I'm told by two industry executives that they're eyeing the middle of next week to have all of these banks be online and that it is not going to be an immediate transition. The guidance that was published last night did include some changes that the industry was seeking. The interest rate on these loans, if they're not forgiven, rises to 1%. That's so that community banks can break even on these loans and not lose money. And then there was some liability change so that if a borrower misrepresents their costs, the bank is not on the hook for that. Banks had also been pushing to waive some of the anti-money laundering guidelines. So far, that has not happened. Now, to be sure, there is a lot to study here, but banks are still expected to participate in this program. ABA President Rob Nichols, in a statement, said, we should all remember that this is an unprecedented expansion of SBA lending that will take some time before it's fully functioning, though noting that he expects all banks to participate. Last evening at a White House task force briefing, the Treasury Secretary, when asked about some of the hiccups in rolling out this program, said it's still important to get this money out as soon as possible.
We now need to execute. We need to get money to small business and American workers, and that's what we're doing. We've heard feedback from lenders, community banks, regional banks, and we spent the last 24 hours making this system even easier. So this will be up and running tomorrow.
After hearing all of that from the industry, they will surely now hear from all of these small businesses. I know I have all of these companies that are trying to apply for this aid who are looking for instruction and direction on how to get it and to learn a little bit more about how quickly it will arrive. The Treasury Secretary last night said it should be same day. Becky?
Kayla, why do the banks want to relax some of the anti-money laundering situations? How would that help things?
Well, it seems a little antithetical, Becky, right, to relax anti-money laundering rules for something like this that is supposed to target small business. But here's a real world example. I heard from a small business last night in Kalamazoo, Michigan, who told me that their local credit union told them they are not participating in this program. So that company is now going to have to go find a new bank, build a new relationship in order to qualify for one of these loans and get that aid. That bank is going to have to study the financials of this company and their backstory and exactly what they do. The change that the Treasury made last night means that if that company misrepresents its financials, the government is on the hook. But if that company is in fact a Russian laundromat or another money laundering organization, and this is just a front, then the bank is going to be on the hook. So that's why they are so worried about compliance here, and they want to make sure that they follow all the normal rules and don't do this more hastily than they need to.